Good evening. To those who don't know me, I am Christine Purcell, mother of the bride, here to say a few words. I would like to welcome all the guests who have come from near and far to share in this wedding celebration of Kaylee and Zach. Kaylee, you are on one of the most important days of your life, surrounded by family and friends. You look radiant. I'm sure everyone would agree. Brides are supposed to be beautiful, but you have taken it to a whole different level. Maybe dazzling might be a more apt description. As I look at you today, I can see the cute little baby who came into the world suddenly, on your own time, very determined. I can see your cute little impish smile from your toddler years. Do you remember the first wedding you ever attended? You were 3 years old. You danced and you danced for hours. We tried to get you off the dance floor to take a break, but you were determined and you continued. Suddenly you grew tired and you found a corner to curl up in, right in front of the speaker of the sound system. Do not worry, Zach. There is no permanent hearing loss. But seriously, this determined little girl over the years has shown a deep love for learning, adventure, and travel. You have studied hard, and I am hopeful you will achieve all your goals. Remember, you are brave, you are strong, you are intelligent, and you are loved. Kaylee, you have chosen a remarkable life partner, Zach, a very handsome, kind, hardworking man with a sense of humor and love for sports. Not only does he treat you well, you can see in his eyes that he loves you deeply. I noticed that during the ceremony today. I am so honored to have Zach as a new addition to my family. Should I worry if Montreal and Edmonton meet in the Stanley Cup final? Hopefully it will not cause a rift. I am so happy to have many of Zach's family members. I'm so happy to have met so many of Zach's family members. It is obvious they have already embraced Kaylee into their hearts. I am hoping that over the years we will get to know each other well. I would like to thank them for raising such an amazing human being. Zach and Kaylee, I wish you both a lifetime of commitment, patience, trust, respect, and of course, love.
I was thinking so much about what kind of speech I would say at this wedding, and I went through all the fun times with all Zachary's ushers and friends, and I said to myself, am I going to start being funny and goofy? And I said, you know what, I'm going to leave that to Farber. So I'm not going to start on all the stories. But I wrote something, and someone said to me, did you use AI? I said, no, I didn't. Okay, to my son and his bride on their wedding day, my wish for you. I wish you that deep love which grows day by day and forever. I wish you peace found in each other. I wish you happiness that comes in life so purely. I wish you good health, which is part luck and part science. I wish you a life in balance, what we call savoir vivre. I wish you kindness towards each other, as sometimes that is all you really need to get through the hard situations. I wish you hope, as the future is untold, and you have to hope for the best outcome. I wish you prosperity and making good choices as you navigate your careers. I wish you joy and all those special moments you will share on this very special road together. I wish you a family when you are ready for this new journey. I wish you a good life, a life of meaning and purpose. I wish you everything you wish for yourselves, and I wish for you every day as your mom, and I love you both so much. Mazel tov, and may God keep you safe and healthy in your beautiful days ahead.
For Kaylee, you have come into Zach's life as a ray of sunshine. Your warmth, your sincerity, and your thoughtfulness is always there. Your style, your smile, your sensitivity, you were born unforgettable. The two of you will be unbelievable if you work at it and you continue to think about each other, because life is not always easy. Zachary, what a journey this has been. You've gone from Zachy Doodles, riding a bicycle when you were 2 years age, and you couldn't reach the pedals. You were the premier player in basketball at Solomon Schechter, which you may not know, that was his junior school. And then he went on to LCC, being with all of his friends, which most of them are here. His sports and endeavors and everything that he did led him to where he was today and has gotten to here today. He is a very warm, caring, understanding person. And in Florida, a little bit tricky. He shows his understanding and love of people beyond belief. I think the two of you together, working together and understanding each other and feeling for each other, growing together, will be the most magnificent that we can hope for. I just wish a family, children, and health, happiness. We love you.
Well, those were all really great toasts and a little bit on the serious side, so I have to change the tone just a little bit. You may have noticed, according to Kaylee, that we've had a not-so-real wedding and a real wedding, if you've been following Facebook, and they had quite a lag between them. There's a good technical reason for that, of course, but I'm going to go with my version because I think it's a better story. When Kaylee was very young, she had a little plastic lawnmower, and she'd follow me around when I mowed the lawn. To her, the not-so-real lawnmower did a great job because everywhere she went, the lawn was green and cut. You may see a picture of that actually tonight on the DJ's screen over here when he starts showing pictures. Kaylee and her sister, also as young children, had a not-so-real Jeep that they drove round and around the house, but they didn't get very far. Kaylee went on to create further reality and had travel and adventures that many of us will never experience. So the definition of reality was established in Kaylee's mind from early in life. I digress, though. So Zach, real or not, there may be some benefit to these two weddings. If you forget your anniversary, you can reply, I'm sure that wasn't the real anniversary, Kaylee. We have another year.
Well, yes, too.
Yeah. And if you miss the 50th or, 1 year, you can pick it up again the following year, or you can celebrate it twice. This is really great planning. I like the way you guys did this. So Zach, Kaylee, first of all, there are some limits, of course, to what's real and what's not. Some lessons from your father are better late than never. There won't be any not-so-real babies. You can confirm with Dr. Besner here, but I'd suggest you don't wait until the second year to feed it. And Zach, it may be time for Kaylee to put the not-so-real lawnmower away. So make sure she gets the real one now. And you'd like her to be close to home, so the small plastic Jeep might still be a good idea too. But on a more serious note, Zach, welcome to the family. We're very pleased to be here developing new connections with your family, relatives. Sheldon and Janie, we hope to have many more visits with you over the years and get to know you much better. Janie, a special thank you to you for helping organize the wedding and all the hard work that you did for this. Much appreciated. And Kaylee and Zach, we know your union will be absolutely unreal. And that's a good thing for those young people who don't know what that means. To all of you, have a real good time tonight. And please join me in a toast to Kaylee and Zach. To Kaylee and Zach.
Good evening. Welcome everybody to Zach and Kaylee's wedding at the beautiful Sienna Resort. And Kaylee and Janie, what an amazing job, right? My name is Stephen Farver. For those of you who don't know me, I'm one of Zach's oldest friends, and I am honored that Zach chose me to be his best man. Please enter your credit card information to upgrade to ChatGPT Pro. Wait, sorry, that was not part of my speech. But the legend has it that Zach and I met in the kiddie pool at Gayton Park when we were 2 or 3 years old. And from that moment on, Zach and I have been best friends. So you can truly say that we have known each other our entire lives. Over that time, I've ridden shotgun for many of Zach's highs and lows. I was there when he hit a game-winning grand slam for our inner-city baseball team. I saw him navigate the emotional turmoil of getting rejected by Mandy Feinberg in grade 6. Only to suffer the same fate myself 1 year later. I was there as he let me crash every single bar and bat mitzvah he attended, only getting asked to leave once, I might add. That was very impressive of us. I was there when he threw me a surprise going away party in our sophomore year of high school, a party that he had worked on and planned for weeks, demonstrating what kind of friend he was and is. And I was there watching him succeed as the starting QB of LCC's senior football team, and then move on to U of T, where some initial challenges produced the resilience that later paved the way for his entrance into med school. And most recently, I was there with Zach, living together just outside New York City, watching him work with extreme discipline day in and day out towards achieving his childhood dream of becoming a doctor. And at this point, I want to note that for the few of us here who saw the state of his dorm room when he was living in the frat house at U of T, the fact that this man is a doctor today is a remarkable testament to the ability of human beings to change. All right. All kidding aside, I have seen Zach grow and evolve over time, and before we get to Kaylee and how happy we are to see you guys together, and to be celebrating this beautiful wedding with you, I do want to talk about what Zach means to his friends, because he is indeed a great friend. I know I speak for Harry, Smitty, Zach with an H, Eddie, Milan, Steve, Naz, and likely Raul, when I say that Zach is someone that can be counted on to bring the joy in to bring the joy out in life, that he is truly a positive person at heart and a great guy to be around. Zach's outlook and perspective on life are rooted in seeing the glass half full, and even in certain moments over the years when things in his life were less certain, I cannot recall a time where I felt he was down and out or gloomy. He is a fighter, an optimist, and I know I speak for all of us when I say that we are really lucky to have him in our corner, giving us unsolicited medical advice. And while Zach's been a gift to all of us as a friend, today is about something even bigger, the amazing partnership he's found in Kaylee. Kaylee, you are without a doubt our favorite significant other that Zach has ever brought home. Firstly, you are a beautiful woman, both inside and out. And after the leaking of several of Zach's modeling pictures on Facebook many years back, we are glad that any uncertainty about his preferences in that area have now been put to bed. More importantly, though, you are an absolute joy to be around, bringing a vibrancy, kindness, and lightheartedness that we all really appreciate, and you two share a common embrace of family, medicine, and warm weather. Seeing Zach with you, Kaylee, it's clear to all of us that he has found his perfect match, and it's hard to imagine him with anyone else. I'm so happy for both of you, and that we are all here celebrating this day with you, so please join me in raising a glass to Zach and Kaylee. May your days be filled with love, your home filled with laughter, and your lives filled with happiness. Mazel tov.
Hello, everybody. I'm Kaylee's sister, Alicia, and I just wanted to first start off with saying congratulations to both of you. Mazel tov. I'm learning. Okay? Wasn't perfect. All right. So I didn't really do a combined speech, but that's okay. So Kaylee, I just wanted to say once again how radiant, how beautiful, how gracious, kind, thoughtful, and just overall awesome you are. Zach, you found a good one, and in all honesty, maybe the best. Love you too. So I just wanted to say that even though we don't get to see each other very much, we do have our video calls every Thursday. So to not just my sister, she's also Auntie Kaylee, and my kids adore you. And we see Zach from time to time, but you're usually at work. Yes. So on that note, Kaylee, I just wanted to say that although we are apart a lot, we are good friends, but you still know all my quirks, but you still want to have me around. That's great. So you want me to just say some funny things. So I have 3 quick stories. One of them is you mentioned that Zach's well aware that even when you were living with us, our spoons seem to disappear. We'd love to know where they go. And I understand you have the same. So I think she has a collection somewhere, who knows where. Secondly, maybe even on your honeymoon, make sure you watch what she packs. I have a fond memory of one time we were traveling and her suitcase was very heavy and we couldn't figure out why. She actually had an entire mason jar filled of pennies. I guess it was spending money. Who knows? And then finally, when you do have kids, I just hope you have some input in the naming, because I remember as kids, she used to have these 5 little dolls, and every single one of them was named Huda. Every single one. So that might be what she's hoping, but who knows? And welcome to the family. Now I have a brother. That's pretty exciting. And I wish you guys all the happiness in the world. So cheers to Zach and Kaylee.
All right. My name's Kyla. I've known Kaylee since we were little girls. And I've been gifted the opportunity to give a 1-minute speech. So if you know Kaylee, she loves her schedules. And so I'm going to try and keep this as short and sweet as I can. I've known Kaylee since we were small. The first time I met her was in an art class, and she was eating popcorn with mustard on it. And I knew she was weird enough to be my friend that moment. And we've been friends ever since. We grew up in the same town and have gone through many good and bad times together over the years. Together, though. And while our lives have changed a million times over, the one thing that never changes is her kind heart. Zach, you are marrying the sweetest person I've ever known. And there are a few things I think you should know about our girl. Or maybe you already do. Kaylee is absolutely terrified of bugs. Yeah. And I'm sure you've already figured that out by now, but please promise to protect her from all the creepy crawlies here in Florida. There was a little transitional time where Kaylee lived in my unfinished basement just for a little while. And she was so concerned that there might be bugs down there, so she bought like a camping sleeping bag with like a net that zips over your head. And she zipped herself into that every night. The other thing, so sorry, Christine, this one is also kind of a confession. Kaylee is an expert level at snooping for presents. So me and Kaylee had an annual tradition. I would go over to her childhood home. I'm so sorry, Kaylee, I'm outing you right now. We would peek into her Christmas gifts and then rewrap them. So she just couldn't stand it. She loves Christmas and she loves presents and she loves gift giving. She gave us so many presents this week. So hide your presents well. Yeah. Surprised she didn't find the ring. And finally, Kaylee was and always will be a living Disney princess. So thank you, Zach, for giving her the happily ever after she's always wished for and so deeply deserves. I'm so excited for a love story just like your guys' someday. And thank you for loving our Kaylee so gently. Zach, I know you're patient because you've tolerated me on FaceTime, giving me medical advice over the years. Thank you for free. And watching you two the last few days leading up to the wedding has been precious. I know it's true love, and I'm so happy for you, and I can't wait to snuggle your future babies.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Savina, and I'm so honoured to be a bridesmaid today for Kaylee and Zach. I think we can all agree how stunning Kaylee and Zach look tonight. Whilst I am Australian, Kaylee and I met in Calgary, Canada, probably about 6 years ago. I had no friends and had just moved there. I signed up to do some modelling work, and my first job is where we met. Being a blonde Aussie, I thought I may stand out, but then in walks Kaylee with one of the crew members, blonde and an absolute stunner. We sat beside each other and spoke. I knew from then we'd be best friends. We shared the same interests, hated the cold, lived a healthy lifestyle, loved taking selfies and making TikToks. We were inseparable from there, doing anything we could to keep me entertained and give you a break from studying. Kaylee, your hard work and dedication to your studies continually impresses me. I know marrying Zach is one of your dreams, and you are going to achieve all of them. Kaylee, you are so beautiful inside and out. You have the kindest heart. You always lift me up and make me laugh. You always made me feel like we could do anything and be ourselves no matter what. When I couldn't see you for a week or so with exams, I missed you. And when I moved back home, I missed you even more. I know in life we will always be connected. We have been brought together for a reason. And you can always count on me to be there for you. Just give me a heads up before the 24-hour commute. Watching you marry the love of your life, Zach, is one of my happiest days. May you both laugh every day, learn and grow together, and travel to Australia whenever you can. So please raise your glasses to the newlyweds, Kaylee and Zach. Mazel tov.
So I've been asked to share a few words today on behalf of someone who should be standing here, Serge, a best friend, a confidant, and a soul who will always hold a place in Kaylee's heart. Serge and Kaylee were inseparable during their university days. They were an unstoppable team, bonded by inside jokes, a shared love of cats, and those long late-night conversations that somehow made the world feel both bigger and smaller at the same time. One core memory I have of Serge is in those nights on the cliffs, watching for falling stars. He would sing softly, beautifully, while sparkles tumbled down from the heavens. Those moments were more meaningful than we realized. Now, every time I see a falling star, I remember that voice, that tranquility, and that friendship. He's still here in those quiet moments, those infinite moments. Anyone who knew Serge knew this too. Before any exam, any big moment, he would check himself in the mirror. He had a philosophy: look good, do good. He believed that showing up and looking your best help you to give your best. Looking at Kaylee and Zach today, how radiant, how happy, how deeply in love you both are. I think you'll be very pleased, because if looking good means doing good, then you're off to an incredible start in marriage. The amazing attention to detail in this wedding alone would impress him greatly. You guys look great. You guys are gonna do great. And while he isn't here physically, I believe that makes his love even more powerful, because now he's watching over both of you guys, right? As an angel, protecting you, guiding you, and quietly setting things in place for your continued good success. He may not be beside you guys in body, but his spirit is everywhere in the joy and beauty, the serendipity of this day and all the days to come. So, if he was here, I know he'd be smiling from ear to ear. He'd look at you and he'd say, "You have found someone who truly sees you and chooses you." That's so important. That is the love that you have always deserved. And of course, he'd say, "Zach, I hope you know this, the cat runs the household." Okay, you are now Zach, her best friend, her confidant, her steady place, her partner for life. And when a husband and wife are a real team, right, lifting each other up, laughing through the mess, and there will be messy days, right, but staying side by side through it all, that's where the magic is, and that's what makes love last. So if he could leave you guys with one bit of advice as a best friend, this is what I would tell my best friend. Love gently, speak kindly every day, keep choosing each other every day. Because if living in Grenada for all those years taught us anything, it was to just slow the pace, right? Appreciate life, make time for wonder, for laughter, and a little bit of stargazing, even when life gets hectic. Let the weird things be your glue, and never underestimate the power of looking good, because it's always a good sign that you look good. Best wishes to both of you guys tonight.
I just wanted to say thank you so much, everybody, for coming. I know it was a big trip for so many people, and just wow, I'm like so full of emotion because that was so special hearing everybody speak. You all did such a good job. Zach and I don't think we planned a speech, but we are just so full of joy because of you guys being here. So thank you so much. And thank you to all our parents for just raising us and creating the ultimate life. So thank you.
All right. As she was alluding to, we did not prepare speeches, but I would just like to thank everyone who came from both near and far, both family and friends. And we have yet to have an opportunity to come to individually speak to all of you because we've been taking pictures this entire time. But we're going to enjoy our food, and then we look forward to dancing and enjoying the night away with all of you.